Hi everybody, this is Luc Benoit. How are you? I wanted to tell you today about an article that I came across that I think is just ultimately spectacular for anybody who is interested in or dealing with love addiction and avoidance. So I want to refer you to this article, and I'm going to tell you about some things in the article that are very, very valuable. What I like about this especially is that it's a wonderful encapsulation of the traits and description of the avoidance addict that Pia Melody talks about in her work. This article is by a guy named Jim Hall, MS. He is a love addiction specialist, and the URL for him and his stuff is loveaddictionhelp.com. I think he's a very, very sharp guy, and if you're dealing with these issues, his material is going to be very helpful for you. The article is entitled Top 6 Signs of a Love Avoidant, and he lists them as follows. Number 1, fears intimacy and avoids connection. Number 2, does a complete about-face in the relationship. Number 3, uses distancing strategies and intimacy to avoid intimacy and closeness. Number 4, has an addiction or a compulsive pattern or behavior. Number 5, is a narcissist or displays narcissistic traits. And number 6, is resistant to professional help or getting change with this pattern. This is the person that the love addiction, the love addict falls for every time. It's like a hook. They match together like a pair of Legos, and this avoidant personality is incredibly, incredibly compelling for the love addict. Nothing is more attractive to the love addict than what Pia Melody calls the back walking away, or somebody who just really doesn't want you that much or isn't that interested in you. So these traits are very important to recognize. If you have these traits, if you are this avoidant person, first of all, you probably do not know it, because this pattern of behavior is in some ways working for you and keeping you safe, even though it's preventing you from having the ultimate relationship that would be most satisfying to you, the best possible relationship for you. But usually, the avoidant person does not realize that. Fears intimacy and avoids connection. This happens a lot when the relationship is getting very good and actually too good, because intimacy is the trigger for the avoidant that makes them need to distance themselves and push away. When that happens, the love addict goes into a panic and the avoidant is gone, although eventually is going to come back, usually because of guilt. Number 2, does a complete about-face in the relationship. When these people enter relationship, the avoidant is not behaving this way at all. They're very enthusiastic. They're gung-ho about the relationship. They want to be close. They want intimacy. But as it gets more intense, they get triggered, and then they actually start running the other way. Number 3, uses distancing strategies to avoid intimacy and closeness. This could be related to what comes with the next point of addiction, compulsions, work, hobbies, anything that takes me away from the relationship. It's time here to make excuses, to cancel, and to not follow through, because that closeness is just too uncomfortable and something has to be done about it. We need to get away. We need to run. Again, addictions or compulsive patterns. An addiction is a great way to avoid the closeness of the relationship, whether we're talking about alcohol, drugs, sex addiction. Sex addiction or acting out sexually can be very common for the avoidant because they do crave intimacy, but only a surface intimacy. So low-key sexual contacts can give that to them without being threatening in the same way. Narcissistic or displays narcissistic traits. The most important piece of this, which is so triggering for the love addict, is that lack of empathy, that inability to feel what's going on for the other person or even not care about it. They may even display mean traits to get the other person to go away, but this is about survival for them, emotional survival, and it actually feels like physical survival too. Finally, this person is resistant to professional help because they don't really see all this as a problem. Again, it's keeping them safe and it's working for them, so why would they need to get help for this? Usually, help only comes when they're in a relationship that is so compelling and so, on some level, wonderful for them that they're actually afraid to lose the love addict and they may want to make some changes. So, again, I love this little constellation of traits. It's the best concise description of the avoidant that I've ever seen. This article is from Jim Hall, MS, the love addiction specialist at loveaddictionhelp.com. My name is Luc Benoit. I'm a life coach, and I can help you with these issues. We can use all kinds of tactics to disable this, to help you if you're in love with someone who has this constellation of traits and you're going crazy. Coaching, tapping, all the regular tools that we use can help to reprogram you, disassemble this, and get you free. I hope you found this helpful. I look forward to talking to you soon. Again, the easiest way to reach me, just pick up the phone, 562-618-3099. I hope you're having a great day. Take care.